not aware of Tinubu's drug-related forfeiture of $460,000 before the 2023 election. The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has told the Presidential Election Petitions Court, sitting in Abuja, that it was unaware of the over 20-year-old United States District Court judgment, which ordered President Tinubu to forfeit $460,000 suspected to be proceeds of narcotics trade. According to Inec, the case was not brought to its attention prior to the 2023 presidential election. This was contained in its final written address filed by its lead counsel, A.B. Mahmood San, against the petition filed by the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi. In one of the grounds of Obi's petition, which seeks the removal of President Tinubu, his legal team, led by Dr. Levi Uzoku San, stated that Tinubu at the time of the election not qualified to contest for election to the office of president, as he was fined a sum of $460,000 for an offense involving dishonesty, namely narcotics trafficking, imposed by the United States District Court, Northern District of Illinois, Eastern Division, in case number 93C4483, titled United States of America v. Plaintiff, Funds in Account 263226700, held by First Heritage Bank in the name of Bola Tinubu. They had urged the PEPC to disqualify Tinubu on that ground, among other prayers. But in its final written address obtained by the Whistler, INEC's lead counsel Mahmood maintained that the said forfeiture was not brought to attention of the Commission, especially by the petitioners prior to the election. On the alleged imposition of fine on the two respondents, Tinubu, by the United States District Court in case number 93C4483, the case of the first respondent, INEC, is simply that same was not brought to its attention, he stated. However, he told PEPC that the 1999 Constitution provides that the fine that disqualifies one from running for president must be associated with a court sentence. However, Section 137, bracket 1D of the Constitution, which provides for the sentence of fine as a disqualifying factor in respect of a presidential candidate, states as follows. 1. A person shall not be qualified for election to the office if, bracket D, he is under a sentence of death imposed by any competent court of law or tribunal in Nigeria, or a sentence of imprisonment or fine of any offense involving dishonesty or fraud, by whatever name called, or for any other offense imposed on him by any court or tribunal, or substituted by a competent authority for any other sentence imposed on him by such a court or tribunal, he added. Mahmood argued that in the 1999 Constitution, the prescription of fine as a disqualifying factor for a presidential candidate is hinged on a sentence. He contended that, in line with testimonies of a number of witnesses at the proceedings, the U.S. case was a civil forfeiture proceedings and there was no charge or conviction. Thus, the petitioners failed to prove this allegation, and we urge the courts to so hold. We urge the courts to resolve this issue in favor of the first respondent and hold that the second respondent, Tinubu, and the third respondent, Kashim Shettima, were qualified, he stated. The learned Silk urged the PEPC to also agree with the submissions of the lawyers representing Tinubu, Kashim Shettima, and All Progressives Congress regarding the matter. They maintained that the US judgment was not a criminal conviction. On the issue of the order of forfeiture by the United States District Court, they, Tinubu APC, contended that there was no criminal charge, sentence, or conviction to support the allegation of criminal conviction or forfeiture. They further contended that the alleged order of forfeiture, being that of a foreign court, is not registered in Nigeria to be enforceable and is in fact over 20 years since the alleged order was made. Well, what are your thoughts on this? Make sure to leave them in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe as we check out what other people have to say about this. Yakubu, how will you be aware when the proceedings from Tinubu's drug-related fat brown envelope covered your conscience? If you are a supporter of this government, this prayer is for you. May God let your life experience what Nigerians are going through right now. Meaning you don't screen and checkmate the candidates before they go into election is a pity. Idiot after election campaign. How would you know your generation will not have peace until you talk the truth and that money you and your crews collect, you will not have peace? This man Yakubu, you are a disgrace to your humanity. Look at your shameless face. The CJN has finished all this in the past. He said this in a ruling that forfeiture is evidence of a crime. Let's see how they will change that position. You did not know then, now you know. Why are you insisting that the court should uphold your myopic stand? This is my first time of seeing a referee crying because a player missed the penalty, which the referee awarded his side. Independence neck indeed. Mahmoud interest in this election must be made open to all Nigerians. He must be probed. Well, these people have all given their opinions on this. Make sure to leave your own opinions in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and to share this video with your family and friends